Hi team, Mary Beth. Let's talk about some taper week nutrition. This is part one. Part one, I'm going to talk to you about what we should be doing during the week in terms of fluids and eating. And then the second part of our video, which will be coming later, I want to talk more about pre-race, like the night before and the morning of. So the week leading up to the race. It's showtime soon. So what I want you to do is continue to eat frequently. I want you to control your blood sugar. So eat when you're hungry. This is an important time to listen to your body. You're not going to be exercising as frequently, or the volume is not as heavy. So you're going to have to adjust your food intake in relation to that. So you're going to have to listen to your own body here. If you're hungry, your body's telling you it's repairing itself. It needs fuel. So I'd like you to eat when you feel hungry. So I eat probably like 5 to 6 meals per day, and I'll continue doing that during the taper week as well. I just I'm going to change my meals up a little bit, the ratios. So I want a mix of carbohydrates and protein, and the carbohydrates are extremely important during this week because we're topping off our glycogen stores. We're replenishing our glycogen stores. We've depleted it. We've been working hard, and now it's time to top them off and prepare our body to have lots of fuel during that race. So I'm going to eat a lot of complex carbohydrates this week, a lot of sweet potatoes, fruits, vegetables, a variety of colors, and then lean protein along with that. So fish and turkey and chicken, and I might do a little bit of red meat this week too. Fluids, you're going to have to consume a lot of fluids. So sports drinks, I would err on the side of non-sugar. With these carbohydrates and the sports drinks, I want you to try to eliminate as much sugar as possible. I want everything you're consuming to be very nutrient dense. So my beverage of choice is going to be water, maybe topped off with like a little Noon tablet in it. It's low calorie, but it replenishes electrolytes. So that's why I'm going to do that. And just a good sign that you're hydrating properly is your urine will be like a pale yellow color. So you don't want it to be completely clear, but if it's dark, it's a sign that you should be drinking more fluids. So we said listen to your body. You might not need as many calories this week, but everyone's different. Maybe your body, in order to repair itself, will need more. I want you to also, a lot of us have spoken about this, that our immune systems get a little depleted as soon as we start to taper. And I think a lot of that has to do with we're changing our nutrition and we're a little bit stressed out, and that can deplete our immune system. So in order to avoid that, first, let's chill out. A lot of us have done this before, and we're going to be fine no matter what. Even if you've never done this before, enjoy the experience, embrace the community. Our race is about coming together as a running community and celebrating the fact that we have the ability to run. So let's just think of it that way. You're doing this for yourself. You're doing it to have some fun. So just relax, get some rest, make sure you rest. Usually the night before a race, we're a little anxious, so try to focus on getting some quality rest the week leading up to it, and then eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. So you want to get a lot of beta carotene, vitamin C, vitamin E, and the more colors you can get in your diet, the better. So a lot of sweet potatoes, beets, purple cauliflower, Swiss chard. Be creative. Go to the farmer's market. Just eat a variety of fruits and vegetables and prime that immune system so it stays healthy and strong leading up to the race. Because it's kind of a bummer when you do get sick after all that hard work preparing for a race. If you do get sick, it's okay. Just drink plenty of fluids, continue eating a lot of antioxidant-rich foods, and get some rest, and then you'll feel a little bit better. So we'll talk about this in the second video, but I just want to touch on this point. Your largest meal leading up to the race should probably be 2 nights before rather than the night before. And the reason for that is if you eat a very heavy meal the night before a race, you're not going to be frequently, you go to bed and you're not digesting it all the way, and you show up to the race a little bloated and heavy feeling. And that's not a good feeling. You don't feel light on your feet and good. So 2 nights before is probably best. It gives your body time to process those carbohydrates as well and store them so that they're ready to use on race day. And we'll talk about that some more coming up. Another word about fiber. A lot of us get an upset stomach, during our runs. So if this applies to you, if you get an upset stomach on the run, you should be careful of your fiber intake a couple of days before the run. So for those of you who do get an upset stomach, you're going to want to switch your carbohydrates, maybe eliminate fruit if you have to, and switch over to white pasta and white bread and white rice as opposed to brown colored foods. And the reason for that is a lot of those white carbohydrates are stripped of the fiber, and therefore it's less of a chance that it'll irritate your stomach. So that's a little bit of advice for those of us who get an upset stomach. But the week before is okay to consume some carbohydrates with fiber. It's just a few days beforehand you want to switch it up. I don't switch it up. I am able to tolerate fiber just fine. So I'm one of the people who will not switch it up. But just we've been experimenting, and a lot of us are learning about our bodies. So if this applies to you, please do that. If you have any questions at all, or if you just need to vent or someone to talk to about race strategy, Wes and I are here for you. And if you need food ideas or you have some great recipes for us, please share them. And I will see you guys on Saturday, maybe before that, hopefully. And I'll be back with more nutrition advice for the day before and the morning of. All right, team, have a great run this week. Bye-bye.